Are we good? Are we live now? Like, are we good to start?
Yeah, it's live.
Okay. Okay, yeah. Thank you, as you develop a community and reskill team, to inviting me for sharing my thoughts related to Copilot and under the season of AI 2.2. So I'll be giving some insight like in day-to-day tasks or maybe in the organization perspective and where you are going to use this Copilot services and how this is going to make your job easy when you are going to maybe you are working in the some presentation, you are working in some meetings, or maybe you are working in the different perspective like building the documentation, building working on the transcript side. So on those different aspects, how basically this Copilot can help you, and with the help of that how you can utilize that, and some use cases also we are going to talk about with example. So before getting started, let me start with my introduction. So I am myself Deeksha Sharma, and I'm Microsoft certified trainer and Google Cloud authorized instructor. I have 14 certification in Microsoft and 3 in GCP. Also, I am more into the data and AI side. My key domain area into data and AI, where I am basically delivering the corporate solutions or corporate sessions also on the same. So this is about me. Let's talk about our today's topic, that is Copilot. Nowadays, you can see most of the things and the peoples are coming into the AI side, and people are building AI driven solution. Okay, where you can work specifically into the reusability and no code, low code approach people are following, where less code we should go ahead and we can utilize more most of the time AI driven solution as per the business, as per the project, okay, and as per the day to day task as well. Earlier days, your chat GPT brings up, and after that, people have moved into the chat GPT by adopting. So, chat GPT come with the OpenAI, and Microsoft has done tie up with OpenAI, and then they have come up with your chat GPT solution, and the new release or new versions come up for chat GPT. Now, after certain period of time, there are other solutions related to AI that also comes in the picture. That is related to your Bard comes in the picture, Gemini, and then your Copilot also coming up. Now you can see in the industry, Microsoft is coming up with the multiple tools or services like we preferably going to use at any point of time. You might have used like it could be Microsoft 365 that you are going with PowerPoint, Outlook, Teams, or anything, or you are going with basically Microsoft Teams or Microsoft Azure Cloud, okay, or maybe you are using Edge. So there are different products already available in the market that preferably we are using with respective to like if you talk about the Copilot. Now here you can see Microsoft is providing enriched solution to end meeting your business goal. Now with the help of this Copilot, if we are going to talk about, it is basically coming up with your AI driven solution itself, where it is going to follow your AI, that is your OpenAI, plus it is going to focus into the LLM model, where you are going to, it is going, whatever you are going to ask, it is going to do brainstorming, and it will going to share the output or maybe the response to you. So Copilot is an AI powered assistant where you can build your own chatbot, you can build your own services. Okay, on top of that, I can simply customize that chatbot also. I can build a Copilot from the Copilot also. Okay, like this Copilot is entirely giving you the solution for the different aspects, but I want that, okay, Copilot that is only designed for me for giving me the cricket scorecard. Okay, or maybe I want that there is a dedicated Copilot or maybe a chatbot built for me that is specifically giving me the insight related to stock market, okay, or related to weather or related to new scheme that government is launching. So I want to customize that, or I want to build a copilot with the like as per my requirement. So here basically it is coming up with the entire solution where you can build your own copilot as per your understanding. You just need to give the right instructions. You just need to give the right website or maybe the links that you are asking that okay to give me the response from that particular website. You can take it for the reference, like multiple one you can see. So depend like okay how much configuration you need to do, and on that basis you can simply go ahead and use this copilot, and you can build your own copilot also as per the different use case. So Copilot is AI powered assistant that is designed to help you with a wide range of tasks. So it's not related to that. Okay, I want to build my own Copilot, so I can go ahead and I can simply create that. Apart from that, there are some additional feature also. Like I am in mid of training, as my core I used to be in the training might be there are some other call also going on, and I might not be able to join that call because I'm in the training. I'm delivering the session already. So the another training that is going on, but that is quite important for me. Okay, so what you used to do is like okay, once the training is done, people used to send the MOM, okay, minute of meeting. But now here I want that okay, I want to get a summary. Okay, generally we should have like recordings available or the transcript available. So I want that okay, that whatever is the summary of that meeting, I want to get an idea instead of going through the whole recording or going through the whole transcript. I want that a summary or the key bullet point that is basically discussed in this meeting. Okay, or maybe I want to build the MOM on top of the my 2 hour or 4 hour meeting. In that long meeting, I am not fully involved on that. So what I can do is simply I can utilize this copilot that is going to integrate with your Microsoft Teams, and you need to grant the access. And yes, the make sure is you should have the license available, and then you can simply utilize this copilot for coming up with the summary of your entire meeting. So it is basically helping you to improve your productivity, finding the relative information. Okay, I don't need to spend like 4 hours to reading or maybe going through that recording. Okay, or you just want to do some conversion, like I want like a specific thing like what that X person has talked about, or maybe I'm interested to see that okay what is the like a discussion or has been done on a specific product. I am not interested in the whole 4 hour meeting. I'm interested in only the specific discussion related to my product. Is there anything? So I can ask these questions while I'm giving the access on my particular meeting recording or the transcript. So on that really, like this is just one example I have given, but with the help of that you can see here we have like the entire privilege that you can simply make your job easy. Let Copilot do for you. Okay, you can make your work more productive. Let other additional tasks can be taken care by your AI or maybe your Copilot things over here. So that's why here, like this copilot comes in the picture where you can see you can go with different sales related tasks, service related tasks, like Microsoft 360 tasks. All these things you can enable it with the help of this copilot itself. Now, as we already aware about the like, for example, you say that okay, hey, I'm completely new to copilot. While you're talking, okay, I can understand this thing can be done. Like how? Okay, how we are going to do that? So you can say like, okay, how you are using a chat GPT. Okay, you are building a conversational between an AI and a human being. On the same concept it is, where you can simply go ahead inside the Copilot. You can write down the your questions, and you will get the response. Now, questions you need to write down in a specific prompt, so you will get the more accurate result. You can work with the AI related thing like okay, in the image generation, like I've given some images, or maybe for example I want to make some logo, okay, related to something, or I want to basically start with conversation for some weather detail, or maybe some city location, or maybe any information I need. Okay, or maybe I want to do some discovery related information, or maybe I want to get some more insight about a few things. So I can use this copilot in different aspects, like you are using a chat gpt. But yes, similar way here, this copilot is more you can say more aligned towards the Microsoft product, because this is also owned by Microsoft, where you can integrate this Copilot with your PowerPoint, you can integrate with document, okay, you can integrate with your Microsoft Teams and other so on, where whatever information you need, you can simply go ahead and you can take it from this. So this is about the whole overall idea about the Copilot. And if we talk about what are the different type of Copilots are available, so as I mentioned, here with us, there are different category has been defined. For that, you can simply use your Copilot services, right? So Microsoft has launched this Microsoft Copilot, so you can go build your Copilot. That is one story. But apart from that, what is basically what if I want to use in the existing component that I'm using? First of all, you have is basically Microsoft Copilot that you can simply use it, where everyone who is going to log in into the Edge, you can see on top of that Copilot logo or icon is there. So from there, you can simply go ahead and you can start doing the conversion like you used to do with ChatGPT. Okay, so in the Edge itself, by default, you can say if you are using Microsoft Azure, you are using Edge or you're doing the Bing search. So over there, by default, the Copilot icon is there. It should be visible, and over there you can click, and you can go inside that, and you can simply build your like a Copilot conversation. You can start, or you can ask whatever queries you have. So first of all, Copilot for every day, okay, where your daily to daily tasks, okay, or maybe I want to check the flights, or maybe I want to check the tickets, or maybe I want to see the location, I want to know about the some location, distance, anything. So basically, you can search it out or do a conversation on that daily to daily task with your Microsoft Copilot. Now, that is one thing where whatever like currently we are doing a conversation where I'm sharing my thoughts and you are coming up with the comments while asking the questions. So these type of questions and these things are basically can be done in a conversation way with the Microsoft Copilot where everyone can go with the help of the Edge, and these things you can utilize it. That is the one story that we have. Second thing that you have is the Microsoft Copilot for 365. Now here, if you are talking about the 365, so whatever sources comes under the Microsoft 365 related to your Microsoft document, OneNote, okay, or your Excel, your PowerPoint, Outlook, Teams, anything, where you are can simply use this Copilot to increase your productivity, and with the help of that, you can simply utilize this Copilot for make your job easy. Like for example, I'm writing an email and I want that to it will be more precise, okay, and it will be more professional way while delivering to client. So let Copilot do that for me. Okay, instead of writing down everything, I just need to give the instructions like, okay, hey, work as an IT employee, and you need to write down a email to your client while stating these things. So you need to give a correct prompt. With reference to that, you can see that okay, you will get the auto generated email, and you can simply use that. Second is, for example, I'm using in the Excel, okay, and I need to build some form on Excel, or I need to do some kind of a report in the Excel, but I'm not pretty much good in the Excel formula, for example. Then in that case, I can use the Copilot that is coming up with the Microsoft 365 one. So what happen is here you have some certain things that you need to keep in mind. First thing is if we are going with the Microsoft 365, obviously it's a paid one, right? So you need to purchase the license for Microsoft 365. Now within your Microsoft 365, once you purchase the license, you have the keys and everything available. Then in that case here, with the help of those like license itself, by default this Copilot is available along with your license. Sometime might not be visible when you are going to use your organization account. So in that case, you need to enable it at an admin level. So you can just contact with your admin and to enable that with your admin side. But yes, by default, if you have the Microsoft 365 license, then in that case you can utilize this, and you can simply build the like your you can use in the 365 products whatever we have like Teams or maybe the Excel or PowerPoint. Like for example, another scenario is I want to build a PPT. Like let's see that for this Microsoft Copilot itself, I want to build a PPT. Now I don't want to build from scratch. I want that okay, some good visuals and the graphics has could be added from your AI side only. So in that case, what we can do is here we are going to add your PPT, and inside that you have the Microsoft Copilot things are coming up. Okay, so you like by default you can add there is an option for add in, and you can add that like certain new like Copilot or what are the additional tools you want to link with your PPT or maybe the Excel that you can simply integrate it. Then later on you can simply give the prompt that okay, hey, build one PPT for me that is going to talk about the Copilot, and you can give a nice Copilot prompt. Now, prompt is basically what statement you are giving, like how you are telling your Copilot that okay, hey, this is something I'm looking for. Okay, that should be more prescribed, or you need to give. Okay, like for example, if you went to visit any doctor and you tell them that okay, hey, I'm having a fever. But in that case, your doctor is going to give the medicine for fever. But it might happen that okay, you have a cold also along with the fever. Okay, you might be feeling weak also, weakness also you have, or maybe you have some other symptoms also. But you are not telling all the symptoms. You are only telling that okay, hey, I have a fever. So in that case, your doctor will not understand everything. Okay, he will just give you the medicine related to fever. So that will not help you all those other things to be like whatever other issues that you are facing. So you need to give more prescription that okay, hey, I am getting a fever, and then this is I am not able to eat anything, or maybe I am getting so much weakness. You are giving the full detail, okay, what you are feeling and what you are trying to explain, and on that basis you will see that the prescription is going to be written down. Same thing over here is when we talk about in the Copilot, you need to give a more prescribed statement that we are going to refer as a prompt, and over there you are going to tell that okay, hey, this is something that I'm looking for. Act as that for example, act as a business analyst and build one sales presentation for me, where my higher management can take the decision while looking at that. And with reference to that, these are my like the sales has been, this is the quarterly sales has been done, this is the overall revenue, this data you can take it, and after that build a PPT for them. So now you need to give a more prescribed detail, okay, what you want and what you are trying to achieve. So now on top of that, your Copilot is going to build those PPT and start from there, right? Similar way in the Outlook or similar way in the doc also, like I want to build entire documentation for some XYZ thing. So in that case, here this document thing I can utilize it, and over there I'm going to give the entire like a descriptive prompt that can be used. That we are going to use it in the Copilot for Microsoft 365, and that is a preferable service that you can see nowadays in most of the industries. Whoever is going with the like Copilot, because by default Microsoft is enabling this Microsoft 365 license with Copilot. So nowadays companies are adapting by default along with their current tools that they are using to make the life easy, to make your team more productive. Okay, and daily to daily tasks you will see that can be handled with these different components or tools you have, right? And the third that we have is the Microsoft Power Platform. And the Power Platform, here we do have a like different type of Power Platform available. Like okay, I want to go for Power BI, Power App, okay, Power Automate. So on those case, here we do have a different Microsoft Power Platform available, where you don't need to focus, like as I mentioned, we have a low code no code approach, right? So you don't need to write down from the beginning in the coding part. You want to do some automation, you can go for the Power Automate, or I want to build some Power Apps. Okay, so in that case, here you can simply integrate your Copilots with your basically in the Power Platform also. Like I want to make some good UI based dashboard, or I want to understand the logic of my Power Automate. Okay, like what would the steps should be there, so that I can get it done. Okay, with the help of your Microsoft Copilots that we have. Then the next one you have is the role specific Copilot. Like for example, I'm more into the sales side, or I'm more into the services side. So I want to pitch some information in related to sales. So on the sales specific, or maybe in the services specific, you can integrate with the Microsoft Copilot. Then similar way, next we have a Microsoft Dynamic 365, where whatever the CRM related tools that you have, you want to integrate it. Okay, or maybe you want to go for the Dynamic 365 related tool, that is the another vertical that Microsoft has, that also you can use Copilot for business. Here basically your team is internally going to use, here basically your business is going to be used. Then you have an intelligent agent. You can simply use the Copilot Studio. Now, Copilot Studio, as I mentioned, that you can use for building another Copilot as well. Okay, where I can build like AI driven another chatbot. Okay, while just giving some set of instruction that okay, hey, create one chatbot that is basically focused on the cricket, and I can share the ICC website for all the details related to that. So in that case, here this Copilot Studio is basically a centralized place where you are going to what's say creating your own Copilot and giving the set of instructions. You can create a Copilot from the Copilot also with the help of this Copilot Studio. Then in the security also you can integrate, where you can see I want to like go for the enabling the defender or maybe doing the migration from on-prem to cloud side and on those area. So here you can see while following the connectivity and configuration on those areas, basically we can use the Microsoft security. Then recently, Microsoft has launched GitHub Copilot also. That is basically coming up for the development side. Like, okay, for example, I am using as a source code control tool as a GitHub where all the development related things or the entire code will be available in the GitHub. So for the development purpose or maybe the integration side, like I'm using the GitHub action and all those things, basically we can integrate the GitHub Copilot also. And this is also a very vast topic itself when we'll talk about the GitHub Copilot. Because this is nowadays you can see there are people moving towards the GitHub Copilot also. And now this is a new service that is recently Microsoft launched, Microsoft Fabric, that is basically data and AI. So if you are on Azure cloud, over there you can see this Fabric solution is coming up with the one lake solution approach, where like in the drive you are maintaining entire data, and if you are in the fabric, like within the one lake house, and you have one lake hub where entire data from the different location you are maintaining in one place. Now within the fabric you can build the lake house also, you can do the SQL analytics also, you can build the pipelines also, you can build the notebook also, you can basically do the Power BI part also. So all these things you can do within one. So it's an entire solution coming up that you can use it on Azure. So it's basically for data and analytics tools that is going to be preferable use. So you can simply integrate this Copilot with Fabric also, and this is currently like very new that has been introduced. And over there, like you can see some of the services are also in the preview. But yeah, this is basically a next to going your Fabric with the next step. Okay, that's why here this Fabric has been introduced over here under the business applications. Then yes, as I already talked about Microsoft Azure. So whenever you open the Microsoft Azure, by default there is a Copilot option available. So you can simply launch the Copilot for Azure, and you like for example, I want to build some ARM template, I want to deploy some services, I want to understand some services, I want to see the configurations. On all those things aspects, I can ask the queries in the Copilot for Azure, and with the help of that, you can simply go ahead and you can simply set up, or maybe the ARM template or the code part also you want to work, so you can integrate with the Microsoft Azure over here. So these are like high level understanding or high level idea where you can see that okay, list of the different services you have available, where single Copilot itself is working in the different verticals related to your day-to-day tasks, related to 365, related to cloud, related to data solutions, or your development solutions. All those things you can manage within the Microsoft Copilot. Now, if next, now here you can see I found this quite interesting. This one has built by somebody else, so I don't have the name of that person. But yes, here this is very nicely as designed. So in that case, you can see Copilot. You can integrate with a couple of different verticals. So your main areas where you are going to maintain the Microsoft 365 Copilot maybe you are using, or you're using the enterprise level like Copilot that you can later on integrate with the Windows. Okay, with the Microsoft you can integrate, or with the app you can integrate, or with the SharePoint you want to integrate. You want to integrate with sales or service that just now we have talked about. You want to integrate with Dynamics 365 or other services. Okay, or finance one you can integrate with the Excel, or you want to integrate Power Platform that also we talked about, and with the 365 admin you want to integrate. So in that case, here you can see we are getting the entire at a single solution. Okay, you can simply integrate your Copilot at a different verticals over here. And with reference to that, here you can see we don't need to worry about, or we don't need to look into the different areas or different vertical. Here you can see this is single tool itself is making your life easy, where you can simply integrate and work on the different aspects. So now, if you see here, this thing that we talk about already, like Microsoft 365 Copilot is integrated with 365 app, like these different 365 app we have like Word, Excel, PowerPoint, Outlook, and this. And this Copilot Pro also, which we have available, that is basically premium version that open that provide you a more enhanced feature. Okay, where you can see the latest result, like it is going to check till 2024, and the better assistance it's going to provide you. And GitHub Copilot, like as we already talked about, like okay, if you are maintaining the source code control in the GitHub and you are want to design it for the developer, so this Copilot assistant is going to help you for the suggestion of the code, Okay, like okay, maybe I am building some YML file, or some syntax not good, or maybe not correct, or maybe my pipeline is still failing. So I can simply integrate, or maybe I can entire focus on the functioning of the code instead of like doing other things. Right? For sales also, you can simply go ahead and use it where you can manage the customer relations. Okay, sales activity, you can see you want to do the follow up and all those things. You can basically improve your sales strategy with the help of the copilot over here. Then similar way here you can see further services also that we talk about. So if I'm going with the Copilot Studio, here also they are different one, and at an organization level you can simply see as per the different job role you have, you will be taking the advantage. So preferably this Microsoft 365 one is in most of the cases you can see that has been aligned with your work account, because on your work account already by default you have Microsoft 365 license. So this is by default there, but if you're working to a sales domain, then also you can see this is going to be part of that, or this is going to be part. So depend, it is basically the user specific or role specific, but generally this is going to be available for most of the user who is using Microsoft 365 account. And GitHub also if you are on a developer side. So yeah, there are some additional things that you need to set it up. But if we talk about okay how this Copilot thing is going to be integrated or it's going to be work, so if I start with your okay, so what you need to do is you can simply go ahead, like this is my edge. Okay, so I am in the edge, and if you are going to do any Bing search, okay, let's come back over here. So I am on the edge, like for example I'm searching that what is Copilot itself. So in this case here you can see, okay, this is the idea we are getting, but you can see next to the search bar this is a Copilot icon we are getting. So chat with Copilot, right? So on the Bing search by default it has been added. So if you click on that, it is going to open you that the same copilot.cloud.microsoft, and it will take you to that conversation with this. Now if you come to the home page, within this here you can see we do have like some like option it is giving, okay, hey, your everyday AI companion, now find the right question. Okay, suggest me some common question that can be asked. Explore the weirdness. Like, give me a weird card, and then some hypothetical situation we want to see, or stand out on socials. So in that case, writing some LinkedIn post. Like, okay, for example, I want to write it down something on the LinkedIn, or maybe I want to write it down something on my social media, like on the Twitter, related to some particular news, or maybe on Instagram. So in that case, simply I can go ahead and put it down over here. Now, in this case here, what happened is here you are going to understand. You want to summarize the main point of the latest research on AI. Like for example, there is from NVIDIA new research has been published. Okay, related to the upcoming jobs and on those areas. So here you can see we can summarize the main point. Okay, what are the key point of the given article? Okay, that can be used, or like you can see understand the trends, share some common trend in remote work or hybrid office. So like how we can decide. So you can simply, it just a idea it is providing an interview warning sign. Okay, so that you can watch out during an interview, and you can how you can prepare. Like for example, I want to see that, okay, summarizing some point of latest search on AI, okay, that I'm interested. So this is a question that I'm going to ask. So it is going to give you the prompt. So this is my prompt basically, okay, what I'm looking for. First of all, before this. So this is my prompt that I have given. So it means what I am looking for and for what I am asking the question. So on that I am going to share, and on top of that here you can see this is the response that you are getting. Now here you can see it's going to talk about that, okay, a customized chatbot, you can go, okay, a generative video, okay, not only the images and the conversation. AI in drug discovery also can be used. So these are some new article has been published, so it is giving you the summary with related to that. Then AI generated disinformation, okay, maintain robot for surgery. These are the from different article. If you click on those also, like you can see, like for example this one. So you can see it is going to open that news also, like okay, it is coming up in this news, and here you can see all the details are going to become, right. So you can see in the detail also about that. Similar way, for example, I want that, okay, it is going to I am interested to learn maybe a GitHub Copilot. Okay, so you can simply type it out your own question also. What is GitHub, for example, and how GitHub Copilot can be used together. Right. So in this case here, I'm just giving another prompt, and with reference to that, it is going to give you the idea. Now, also one more interesting thing, if you see here at last, we will be seeing this means the information that has been provided. Okay, so you can say that has been taken care from this github.com, Wikipedia, doc.github, and GitHub blog, and bing.com. So these are some what say different official website that it has been referred while giving you this response. Okay, so with that, with reference to that, here you can see it has been provided some useful link also. Now you can see GitHub is basically a platform for software, for software development site for version control, and where these things you are going to do. And this is basically again a GitHub link that has been attached. Now GitHub Copilot is again AI powered one tool developed by the GitHub and OpenAI, and it is going to act as AI pair programmer. Okay, so this is basically an article you can say that has been given, a blog, so that link also you can open. And that is also basically helpful to understand. I don't need to navigate to different places. Here I'm getting the summary, plus I'm getting the relevant link that will be helpful as per the giving response. And now you can see how to use the GitHub Copilot together. So installation, sign in, code suggestion, all these things you can do. Right. So this is basically a normal question that I have asked. Now, apart from that, like for example, I'm interested to uh, work on the some image or video generation also. So you can simply, let me reload this. Yeah, so you can simply go ahead and write down your question with related to that also. Like for example, I am interested, okay, so build a logo for for example a travel agency based out India for trip advisor. Okay, so now if you see here, with this we are going to see it is going. It took your prompt. Now it's saying I'll try to create that, and four images it is working on. It will take a moment to provide you, and within that you should be able to see. Let me reduce some size also, so we can see the four together. So yeah, here you can see in the four images, it is going to analyze what prompt you have given, and on that basis it is going to come up with a logo. Okay, we are asking to build a logo for travel agency based out in India for TripAdvisor. So you can see these are the one that logo we are getting, and it is coming up like you can give more prescribe also. I want in only a specific color, like in blue color only, not in the multicolor and these things. So you can see that also you can define. Like you can see this is the logo that we are getting. Now here you can see this is the one that first we have received, right? So here you can see, as I mentioned, the India, so it has taken the cultural thing also over here, right? And as the next you can see the Taj Mahal has taken, and then after that the areas and the logo also covering the color. Now here you can see it's more color shade, but you can see it's taking the wrong name, right? So here this is your another. So for example, I don't want to go for so much fancy color. For example, use, or maybe I'll go giving that color combination blue and white, and design a logo for trip travel company name TripAdvisor. Okay, so now you can see it is now another prompt we have given. Now let's see how much close we are getting this thing. And with reference to that, it is going to again analyze your prompt that you have given, and you are it is going to give you the output on that. So it is just an example for the building the email, but you can build a song also, you can build a video also, and you can do configure with reference to that also. For example, I have some other snip. I'm not sure like what type of information, so that also you can see here. So in this case, you can see now it is coming up with blue and white color, and you can see it is coming up only two combination it is using, right? And this is the new one that we are getting, right? So four new one that you have received, and I quite like this one is fine. Okay, so you can simply use it, you can utilize it, like this is also good, like um So you can give the another prompt like you are not satisfied, or maybe you are looking for something else, or you are interested in the previous one only, like because that was the multicolor one. So you can go ahead for that also, right? So you can see as per this, we can simply build a logo. Now, for example, I have some images available that I want to give. So as an attachment, you can give. Okay, like I'm interested to see that. Okay, what this image is talk about. So you can simply import, and you can give some images. Like for me, I have like for example, we do have some images available. Like for example, I am not sure. Like for example, some type of species that is there. Okay, like let's take a random image. I hope that we have, or maybe let's take something, for example, some food. Okay, so I, for example, there's some food that I got it, but I don't know what type of food it is or what is the recipe. So in that case, for example, let's save this and we can provide that image also as an input, and we'll see that how it's going to be work. So now coming back to this, I will be sharing that image. Okay, I guess the file type is not good. Yeah, now let me save this. Okay, it is JPG, so I guess now it is going to be work. Okay, so let's pass that. Okay, also this is dot in format coming up, but yeah, it's supported only JPG and PNG, so that only you can go for, and with that only you can simply utilize. Yeah, so both are the file formats not supported, and for example, I'm not kept also. So yeah, so basically you can simply give the prompt as form of the image also. For example, I'm not familiar with some certain image, like certain places or maybe certain location. I want to understand that this is which location. Okay, so that I should get an idea. Okay, like Indian location. Okay, so for example, any of the place, like okay, I'm not sure this place is located at which area, right? So you can simply try with that also. No, it is also JFD images going on. Let me give extension because it's AVF file. Now let's try. No, it is saved as a AVF file. Hmm. Okay, so you can try it out with a different one. And the second thing is basically we can go ahead and use that Copilot studio also. This Copilot studio, you are going to use it for the different building your own, let your build your own Copilot for your requirement. Like for example, for HR and benefit, I want to go. So for that, you need to do is copilotstudio.microsoft.com. You need to log in with your ID, and then later on, what you can do is you can simply give the prompt and build. Right, so you can simply define that. Okay, for example, here create. You can go ahead and you can create your own. Basically Copilot Studio also. Like for example, this is some example as given like safe travel or website Q&A, team navigator, these things you want to build, right? So in that case, you can simply choose from a template, or you want to create your own. You can simply create while giving the information over here. Like for example, I want to create for any stock market. So stock market, like create for stock market trends to talk about what shares can be hold or released. For example, so it is going to understand first your prompt and then come back and then it is going to share. So now you want to give any instruction that okay for any specific tone, like okay, share personal investment plan as per trends of share. But although it doesn't work on the personal investment thing, that is up to you. You need to do some market research, yes. But yeah, that is fine. And on that basis, here you want to give some other one information, else you are good. Then it is going to ask that okay from where it is going to take the information. Any public endpoint URL you can pass it. From there it is going to take the information. So for example, NAC website we should pass it, where we do have like already the information, but I want a summary information like which one is high, which one is in the low. So I don't have like the all the detail, right? So what I can do is I will go over here, okay, and I can mention this is the website you can see. So got it. Your copilot will share personal investment plan based on the trends of the share, but you can provide any public URL website that is from where it is going to collect the data. Means how your copilot will know that okay, which date, which shipment, which shares are high or this. So basically, you can share the public link. So I'm sharing the public link from NSC India, and from there it is going to start using it. So you can see, thank you for providing the link and any topic or task that shouldn't help with or talk about. So no, I'm good. So let's go ahead. So you can see, okay, perfect. You're all set to use your own copilot. So that is the name is Stock Market Advisor One. It is going to keep it. Create. Okay, so we are on the Stock Market Advisor One. Here, you can ask the questions related to your queries. Okay, like for example, I'm interested into, like you can see, this is the name, and apart from that, this is the description, and it is currently enabled, or any plugins or actions you want to provide it. So now here you can see I want to do some conversation, or I want to get the list of the one. So you can see share me top listed share. So now here you can see, okay, so it is going to share the detail related to the top listed share that you have. So you can say this is the one top 10 has been shared with you. You can see Apple, Microsoft Corporation, Amazon, and these ones. Like I want to see that okay for India based one, which one you have. Top me, share me the top listed share based out India. So it will show you the India based one only. Now you can see here it actually giving that like the how many shares it is giving. So here it is giving the referencing with that. Okay, so top listed share in India include companies such as this. So in these companies, basically these are the top listed company coming up. Total weightage is 25.6%. List of top listed company. Okay, so in that case here you can see this is the new prompt we have given. So on that basis you can see these are the one. Reliance, Tata, HDFC, Infosys, these are the top listed one. I want to know the share along with prices. So India based are these top 10, and I want to know the prices also of the share. So it is going to give you the detail with reference to that. Okay, so you can see here the list of this one is basically I can provide the list of the top company, but for the most accurate end of the and up to date stock price, I recommend to check the reliable financial news. Okay, because here you can see we have only restricted to take the investment idea, or maybe just to share me the detail. Okay, we have not seen that okay pricing and this thing as a while building itself we have not given. right? So you can basically create your own generative like copilot that we just now created for stock market. But apart from that, you want to create your own basically changes you want to do over here. Like I want to create my own generative answer, that also you can simply go ahead. There are some pre-built generative answer also here. You can see that for goodbye, if I'm writing down goodbye means here it is going to be end, means the chat is going to be end. Apart from that, here you can see if I'm going to see if I'm writing down bye or goodbye, so in that case here this is a conversation end. Similar way here, if I'm going to be login, so it is basically the greeting is going to show. And here you can see that I can give my own greeting customize also, like listen, you can a simple topic, you can see that okay with the variables. So you can build your own topics also where you can simply give your own details and everything, right? And with reference to that, you can build your copilot, but you can customize that also. You can simply create a new topic where you can give that okay from blank, or you want to create from the description with the copilot. And then if you want to tell like some set of action I want to do, like okay whenever in particular task is going to come, then the set of operations to be done, that also can be attached over here. So from scratch we have not done, like within 2 minutes you can create your own copilot that is purely focused into the stock market, or that is purely focused into the maybe health trend or these things. And over there you can get the simply detail. So I hope you got an idea over here while talking on this. And apart from that, here you guys can have any you like while starting on the copilot side, you got some idea related to information, how to get started, how does copilot work, what is the understanding that we have, okay, and where you can use it, how you can increase the productivity and the different tools we have. So I hope this session gave you some idea. You guys can connect with me also. You can simply scan this QR code. You can connect with me if you have any questions or queries related to that, or maybe any other suggestions or mentoring if you want. So thank you for joining and be with me on the session.